Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things all...
Havertz! Big moment! Massive goal! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He is through here! Oh, that's neat. Now it's Havertz. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a sharp pass. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Eze wants to run onto this. Arsenal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Norgard. Now it's Havertz.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Eze looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Havertz. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Saliba with the clearance. Madueke. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Picked out brilliantly. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Rice, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Havertz.
That's good play from him.
Havertz has got himself a free kick. Odegaard.
Gyökeres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Gyökeres gets flagged offside. And it's made its way to him. Gyökeres. Norgard. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mosquera does well not to be outdone there. Madueke. And it's Ødegaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well played. That's put paid to the danger. Gyökeres. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Madueke is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Pulled interception. Gyökeres. Rice, who has set up 2 goals. Now it's Havertz. Oh. Can he finish? Madueke. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Arsenal firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, sweet feet. Lovely feet. He's having a shot! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Gyökeres really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Saliba. Gyökeres. Now it's Eze. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's found some... Eze! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That's good play. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Kai Havertz. Number 8, Ødegaard. Coming on the field, number 9,
Havertz.
Gabriel Jesus.
Madueke is there to clear.
Number 23, Mikel Merino.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Calafiori Defending was strong and firm. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Gyökeres under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gyökeres, and he's got the beating of his... Great chance! And yes, it's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? And it's Eze. Rice. Gyökeres. Eze was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking to play him in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Spread to the right. That's tidy. Great ball, and he's in here. Decent chance! Madueke. Rice. Into the last quarter of an hour. Rice. Gyökeres. Can he finish? And it's in!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
77 minutes is number
Arsenal
14,
palpably stronger,
Gyökeres.
better, superior.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Eze.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Trossard.
Calafiori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gabriel makes the interception. Trossard. Gabriel Jesus receives it in a good position here. And here's Marino. Trossard. Gyökeres. Setford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze. Rice. Well read, nice interception. And he cuts out the supply. Gyökeres looking to add to his goal. Eze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
4 added minutes has been
Good
indicated.
take, and is he in? Eze now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Jesus. Nicely weighted ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then. Menu, and here's Mount. That's very neat. Lovely feet. Menu, good driving run. He is just caressing the ball. Matheus Cunha. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real
chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's good vision. Ferran Torres! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
And it's Menu. Menu proves just a little bit too strong. And Burmo finding himself in space. He's in a great... He's had a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Pedri. That's a super give and go. Mount. Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Well read, and the danger is averted. Not the most accurate pass. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's picked out the run. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sesko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wide.
There's the shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
They get a throw in. Cuts it back. Takes a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Heaven does well to get it back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Casemiro. And it's Menu. Here's Matheus Cunha. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And the shot has another go! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cunha tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the finish! And it's been hooked away. Ferran Torres.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vicious ball here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Menu. Matheus Cunha. And it's Mount. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Olmo. Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's in on goal. And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Bernal simply refused to be outdone there. Heaven gets a foot in here, and he is deftly away. Oh, he's having a go!
Matheus Cunha clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Dani Olmo, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Levin, chance for a shot! Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Menu. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. It's a contest to keep an eye on. De Ligt. Now Heaven. Burmo. And it's Casemiro. Oh, this looks sharp. Matheus Cunha. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal. That's a sharp pass. Dani Olmo. He's shifting through the gears here. And he welcomes it in. Heaven with a fine tackle.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Matheus Cunha. Heaven. And Casemiro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Good ball, good take. Mount. Spread out to the left.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react. Koundé. Well, they could break here. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Heaven. And Burmo. Some good work on the right flank here. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Mount. Šeško. Oh, look at the space here. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Manchester United get their fourth corner.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por.
And it's been taken short.
14,
Lofted in. Getting up
el
there!
dorsal 11.
Oh, crossbar! He's got a goal! They are playing them off the park. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Obi. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's a decent clearance. Malacia. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's not going to get any further than that. Nice looking ball. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Obi shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Femi. And that will be the final act. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.
de que se espera tráfico denso tras
So
el
what do you
partido.
take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the left.
Well, forget form, forget stats. This is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
We are just getting started. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Jimenez, clearly the target here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
And it's Rabiot. He's going for goal! And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Barella. DiMarco has the space to scheme. DiMarco, cross goes in there.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And that'll be a goal kick. Rafael Leao. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and...
Thuram! It's hit the uprights. Jimenez gets on his bike and on the move. He's got away. Big chance! One-on-one! Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. No goals as yet. Tries to thread one through. Rafael Leao is wide and looking to get onto this.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Showing great feet there. Good take. Chance! Di Marco. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Martinez. Now can he find a finish? Davinta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rafael Leao. And he's lost his man here. Bisek did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to gift it back. Loftus-Cheek. Here's Rafael Leao. Bastoni. Barella. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Didn't quite work for him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rabiot. Salamakas in acres of space out wide. That has been knocked clear. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Bastoni tries to pass it through. Di Marco picks it up out wide. Jimenez. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Martinez has it out. Chance, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Zielinski. Estupinian. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a
It's Rabiot! That's brilliant from Rabiot!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that.
Salamakers! He's got away with one there. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. Salamakers plays it short. Nice control. Great ball, and he's in here. They're urging him to shoot. Rafael Leao. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, it's come loose. Salmakers. Here comes the cross. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Minutes played. Loftus-Cheek. Good purposeful running this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rafael Leao, and he's managed to get free. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No, again, there's no way through. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Barella cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Dumfries, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafael Leao. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Martinez. Zielinski. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion.
And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
So their 4th corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 32.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 10. Lasciano il campo.
Can he get it through? Zielinski into Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Could have here their final chance. Corner number 2 then. Çalhanoğlu goes short, and he's picked it up out wide. Çalhanoğlu plays it in, and that has been cleared. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zielinski. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Thuram. He's found a way. He'll try from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Gabbia clears it away. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Dumfries actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Nkunku, he won't be happy with that one. And that's it. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Oh, look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Ødegaard. And he's managed to get free. And he's in on goal. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a... He's gone direct! That is simply breathtaking!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Look, it goes against your pride and your professionalism to admit when something's too good, but that was just unstoppable.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Eze. Oh, well played. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now, this could be a chance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Rice. Calafiori. And it's played in. Gabriel with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Havertz. Madueke, and he welcomes it in. Madueke finding himself in space. Can he finish? And that's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Arsenal cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Gyökeres ploughing through the middle. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's been cut out, well played. Calafiori. Eze. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gyökeres. It's a threatening ball. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gabriel. That's Eze. Norgard, not the most accurate pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eze, Gyökeres. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He's found a way through. Norgard does well to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Havertz. Norgard on 2 now and looking for 3. Good ball. And the finish! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Now, can they get him away? And it's made its real chance! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Arsenal claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Norgard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eze. Rice. Spread out to the left. And the shot! And the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Rice. Eze. Can he get it through? Oh, that's neat. Madueke, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first.
Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 20,
And it's been taken short. And it's crossed into the middle. It's a really well-measured ball.
Number 9, Gabriel Jesus.
And he's gone backward here. Now it's Eze. Eze cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. And he's heaved it away. And he goes cross-field. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's an imaginative pass. Trossard going forward. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, sweet feet. That is good strength. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. Now that's a lovely exchange. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gabriel Jesus is onto this. Trossard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that's fabulous. Drives, it's rising! In he goes again! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Merino. And that will be it. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We are just getting started. Rice. And he's done it!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Madueke. Some good work on the right flank here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. Eze unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Havertz running with intent. Can he get away here? Now it's Eze. He's shifting. He's having a shot! Oh, needed.
Simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Eze. No, that's been intercepted. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Rice. Distributed tidily. Backward it goes. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to pass it through. Oh, they can break here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eze?
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And that is a little undercooked. Norgard. Played out to the left flank. That's where it came from. Now it's... And the shot! And he's stuck it away! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Rice! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rice did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Somewhat off target.